Well, good evening. Welcome back to live flight action down here at East Midlands Airport again on this Tuesday evening, very bright Tuesday evening for a change. Still a bit of warmth in the air as well, which makes it even better. So thank you very much for joining us again this evening. It's good to have you with us. Just finishing the final couple of bits, setting up this evening. See a bit of movement in front of us there, in the vicinity of the passenger terminal. We just spin a little bit further around. Not so many aircraft in this evening. Had a couple of arrivals just before we started the one in from Leeds this afternoon. That one should hopefully be departing as well a little later on in the stream. I think that one is due out just before 8 PM this evening. So we should hopefully be around to see that one, as long as it stays on schedule. 20 minutes or so before we see the first arrival this evening, the Jet2 in from Faro. See how far that one is away from us. That one just north of Milton Keynes now, around 15 minutes or so until we see that one this evening. Just a little further to travel. And it's like some delays on this evening service, but a number of aircraft making their way in already. Just off the coast of Ireland, we got the 767 in from JFK. That's the DHL 767. It's currently cruising at 35,000 feet. That one should be with us in around an hour and 15 minutes time. Just taxiing out in front of us though. So you can pull that one up. Stay at Learjet. On the taxiway there. So we're on the 09 operations again this evening. So we should be able to see most of these aircraft depart right out straight in front of us. This one off to Munich this evening. Registration Delta. Oh, see if we can get on that one there. There you go, get my foot in. Spin around up. Delta Charlie Delta India Mike. And good evening to everybody joining us in the chat so far. It's good to have you with us. Catch up on it in a couple of minutes. We'll just watch this one out first. that one away into a calm evening sky at the minute. So I'll get the camera set up properly in a minute. Just a bit jittery, trying to keep focus in this sunlight, a bit difficult. I'll get that all set up though to stop us from jittering anymore, hopefully. So that DHL ramp looking quite full already. So the number of those services approaching East Midlands. And the Chewy ear in the background there. That one has been performing touch and goes most of this afternoon. See if we can get a quick close-up view of that one while we're waiting for the Chewy to get a little bit closer this evening. There we go. Right, just bear with me 1 minute. The picture may just go off just for a second. I'll try and tighten this tripod up a bit. It's just a little bit loose. So just bear with me. Hopefully that should pick up in a little while. See if we can sort the sound out a minute. There we go. Should be back on. Okay, let's have a little spin around and see what else is happening this evening. So very much quiet indeed over there. And the 10747 that was with us on Thursday, that had just pushed back. That one has departed out to the US now. I think that one has gone off for its engine replacement. That one went out just on the 3 engines. I think there's a number 1 engine. They took all the front blades out of that one, just to let a bit of airflow pass through to make it a bit more aerodynamic on its flight. That one has well and truly left East Midlands now. So we should, with any chance and a bit of luck, see that one in the near future, back with its new replacement engine, and back in service again, on operational service on its regular duties. Yeah, A321 over there, just in a white livery. Have a closer look at that one a little later on. DHL stand not too busy for the time being. So most of those cargo services making their way in now. We've got the 767, as we said, in from JFK, and the 777 in from Cincinnati. Both of those around an hour away from us this evening. Approaching from the south, just over the Bay of Biscay. The Jet2 service in from Tenerife, closely followed by the Ryanair service in from Malaga. Jet2 service in from Fuerteventura as well. Those 3 aircraft, again, around an hour and 15 minutes away from us. So no visual on that Jet2 service just yet. How about landing in front of us from the flight school here at East Midlands? Just a little Cessna 152. So very silent with just that single prop engine on the front of there. Very nice evening to be taking a flight out though. I bet it's very bright up there. That one's actually back off to the flight school now. There you go, I'm just disappearing into the shadows of that hangar. So no visual on that 737 just yet. Should just be out upon us this evening. That sun is glaring this evening. Yeah, looks like this one is directly in the path of that sun. So let's get spun around and await the arrival of the Jet2 service in from Faro. Flight time on this one this evening, 2 hours and 26 minutes. Registration Golf Delta Foxtrot Yankee. Yeah, we'll catch back up with that one in just a few minutes once it taxis back up towards the terminal apron. The National Police Force walking a taxiing out now. Just waiting for that Jet2 to vacate. Losing sight of that one. But I can just see through the trees the one arriving in a little earlier. Hopefully we should see that one out this evening. So we'll look at the flight details on that one in a minute. Nothing else on the over at the Ryanair hangar there. Sorry, RVL hangar, not Ryanair. Yeah, which actually, I think the RVL is due in a little later. I'll keep in this vicinity and see if we can catch that Jet2 as it taxis back up onto its stand this evening. So that one just making its way up now. Been quite fortunate the past few streams to catch these aircraft disembark, making use of some of the forward stands on the apron over there. Let's see if we can catch this one this evening. So these are going to use the closest stands to the terminal. So that one is going to apply its brakes there. And good evening to everybody joining us in the chat. It's good to hear you with us. A quick look on the radar at those next movements. And a bit of a lull in traffic just to start with this evening, as those services make their way in from the west and the south. .747 though is due out at 20 to 8 this evening. That one back off to China. Jet2 service in from Tenerife, around 45 minutes away from us now. That one just about to leave the coast of France. It's going to pass east of Jersey, making its way towards the Isle of Wight, and then route it towards East Midlands from there. The RVL Beach King in from Edinburgh. That is around 25 minutes away from us. That's just approaching north of Bolton now. And those DHL services just passing and about to pass over the coast of Ireland there, 50 minutes or so away from us this evening. Just unfortunately, Jet2 has parked on the stand where it has. Otherwise, we can watch that one disembark. Once that sun sets in the distance, we should be able to track those aircraft a lot further down on their final approach onto 09 this evening. Weather looks quite stable for the rest of this week up until around the weekend. Thursday should be very similar, if not a little bit warmer. I think the temperature's around 15 degrees. Oops. So the temperature at East Midlands at the minute, not too bad. Tiny bit of a breeze, bringing a bit of chill with it, but nothing like it has been. Okay, well that Jet2 is just been taken care of there. See not much we can see from this angle, which is a fortunate shame. Have a quick pan around then at what else is on standard ceiling. So just to the left, of course, we have the suite that we had a quick look at earlier. That one been up and down all day. On a performing number of touch and go landings this afternoon, predominantly for training purposes. A lot of circuit training this afternoon, been very good weather for it. But this one, which we've been practicing for a couple of weeks now here at East Midlands, ending just before we start the stream. We've been going pretty much all afternoon this afternoon. Very good stints of it anyway. Just to the right of the terminal line. Again, very empty stands this evening. That should pick up once these arrivals get a little bit closer. So they're just about to leave the coast of France now. You can just see the aircraft there. Front door open. Looks like the crew is on board that one. I'll arrive in from Alicante just a little earlier this afternoon. Landing around 2:10. with the Jet2 there for the time being. Just have a quick pan around on the DHL apron this evening while we wait for those first arrivals to make their way a little bit closer to us. The 767 there, forward door on that one open. That one currently being refueled. And good evening to you, everybody. Again, joining us in the chat. It's very good to have with you. Sorry that I can't catch up quickly enough with everybody, but thank you very much for joining us. Just a couple there. John, thank you very much. It's good to have you with us again. Not doing too bad at all. Yvonne, thank you very much for that earlier membership there. It's greatly appreciated. Richard, good evening to you. Tracy, good evening to you as well. H. Lily, good evening to you. Good to have you back with us again. Stephen and Helen as well. Sophie, good to see you. And Liam as well. Good evening to you. Roger and Kieran as well. Good to have you with us this evening. So just a little bit longer until we see those first arrivals into East Midlands this evening. So not too long to wait at all. The sun just sets in to the right of us on 09 operations again this evening for anybody just joining us. And of course we're in our usual spot in location within the Aeropark. See the birds are very active in the trees behind us again. Makes a welcome sound. So they've been a little more noisy these past few streams. So hopefully a lot of that warmer weather is definitely on its way. So let's have a quick look at the rest of that apron and see if we can see any other action whilst we're waiting for those aircraft to make their way up this evening. Another 767 on stand there, and the 757 just joining it to the right. Triple seven there. That one arriving in not too long ago, just an hour and a half or so ago, in from Delhi this evening. Flight time on that one, 8 hours and 44 minutes. Registration on that one, Delta Alpha Alpha Lima Papa. The airframe is 4 years of age. See if this is off anywhere else this evening. So it doesn't look like it has any more scheduled flights today. Previous one was routing from Hong Kong into Delhi in the early hours of this morning, and then routing over from Delhi to East Midlands this afternoon. So quite a lengthy day for this one. If we spin around just onto the last stand there. Yeah, last 777 on stand. This one arriving in from Cincinnati around midday. Registration on that one, Golf Delta Hotel Lima Yankee. Flight time on that one was 7 hours and 30 minutes. The airframe is 3 years of age. So a mix of young and old airframes over on the DHL apron this evening. Relatively quiet so far. Quick check on the radar there. The RVL making its way in from Edinburgh this evening. That's around 10 to 15 minutes away from us now. That one just passing north of Derby. Currently at 11,300 feet. And the National Police Service Vulcan looks like it's making its way up the M1 this evening. Doing a number of orbits just north of, just west of Mansfield. That one should be out on operation for a couple of hours. See any action on the Jet2 in the distance over there. Nothing much at all from this angle, unfortunately. The next service is around 30 minutes away from us now. So we've got the Jet2 in from Tenerife, followed by the Ryanair from Malaga, and the Jet2 just a little behind that from Fuerteventura. The DHL 777 in from Cincinnati, also around 40 minutes away from us now. So hopefully we should catch a number of those aircraft on final approach. In what should be, hopefully, a stack this evening. So we saw the One Air 747 just a little before we started this evening stream. That one arriving in from Leeds. We'll try to stick some footage of that one up if we can a little later this week. And Dana, thank you very much again. Good to see you this evening. Thank you for that gifted membership. It's like Helen receiving that one there, so thank you very much for your support again. Fortunate enough not to have any cloud over us this evening as well, which means probably going to be a little bit cold later on. How about spin around if we can? We've been quite fortunate these past few weeks to catch a number of sunsets here at East Midlands. There we go, the sky a very fiery red again. So hopefully we get quite a nice hue. Those aircraft hurry up and make their way a little bit closer to us this evening. This should be quite a calm evening in terms of weather. Yeah, that one now. All closed up now. And RVL just passing west of Derby. Should be with us in the next 10 minutes. Perfect timing to watch that one down as the sun sets behind it. Very quiet indeed, unfortunately, for the next 10 minutes or so until we see that RVL service in from Edinburgh this evening. So Thursday's stream we were quite fortunate with that one to catch a number of the 747s on the ground here at East Midlands. We had 4 at the same time. 3 of the 1Airs, and the National 747 as well. That one took off straight in front of us. If you missed that one, there is a short clip of that, where you're very welcome to go back and watch the full stream. Details are on the channel. The temperature now just dropping below 11 degrees at East Midlands. Looks like the chill may be on its way. So look a little further out then, just about to leave the coast of Spain now. Jet2 service in from Lanzarote. That one arriving in around an hour and 43 minutes time, and in a couple of hours, just be 15 minutes or so behind the Jet2 service in from Lanzarote. Jet2 service from Tenerife. That one around an hour and 50 minutes away from us this evening. So we plan to stream until about 8:15 this evening, probably between 8:15 and 8:30, depending on the volume of traffic. As I say, all that traffic is starting to make its way towards East Midlands, majority of that being with us in the next 30 minutes or so. So thank you to everybody joining us a little early on the stream. I always like to start a little early, in case there are any special movements on the ground here at East Midlands. So we managed to catch that National 747 out a little earlier on last Thursday's stream. It was quite something to see. The sun just disappearing over the horizon now. That RVL shouldn't be too far away from us. But the RVL starting up in the Isle of Man as well. That one should be with us in around an hour and 10 minutes. And that 777 just leaving the coast of Ireland now. Just north of Dublin, heading over into the Irish Sea. That one is going to route down over the top of Anglesey towards Wrexham, Stoke-on-Trent, and then should make very much a straight-in approach to 09 this evening. That one just 30 minutes away from us now. Currently at 39,000 feet, so not yet started its descent. Not very long to wait at all. Jet2 service in from Tenerife, just over the coast of England now. That one just passing east of Portsmouth. That one also at 36,000 feet. Yeah, so while we wait for that RVL to get a little bit closer, just have one last quick spin around. So the apron, not the fullest it's been, a little bit more densely populated than it was last Tuesday. I think there are only 2 or 3 aircraft in the on the ramp there, and the DHL ramp was pretty empty as well. So the RVL then on final now. Let's see if we can pan around and track this one in. There you go, this one here from Edinburgh this evening, just an hour's flight down. Registration on this one, Golf Romeo Echo Zulu Alpha. Reaching gear 250. There you go, that one should taxi back up in the next few minutes. Try and watch that one onto its stand for the evening. See if we can just take a quick spin around, catch the last of that sun. See a number of aircraft just making their way overhead East Midlands as well this evening. Just a little too far out to identify that one. Not bad even at all for spotting some overhead traffic here at East Midlands. Reaching then just approaching us on the taxiway. Dina, thank you very much for joining us this evening and that gifted membership as well. It's great to have your support again. We'll see you again soon. Thank you very much for dropping by this evening. Liam, thank you very much for that. hopefully not too much longer to wait for that next arrival. Right, the launch shuts down. I'm going to go on quickly, grab my coat so I can keep warm. Just bear with me a minute. There we go. Get prepared now, because that cold is definitely setting in. And I'll take the chance to get all the equipment covered up properly as well. Make sure it's nice and warm. Battery nice and warm as well. It's not been a bad evening so far. Weather's been quite pleasant. So it definitely makes a change for from streaming in the dark at these times. There we go. Battery all nice and covered up. And everything else as well. There we go. So it looks like the RBL is pretty much shut down now. Jet2 service here from Tenerife, 19 minutes or so away from it. Let's see if we can have a little bit of a look above us there again this evening. There we go. If anybody can tell us what that is on the radar. So I've got mine set up a little bit differently. Can't quite get on it to have a look. Anybody knows what it is? Oh, there we go. Right, let's make sure everything's properly covered up. There we go. Yes, we have. Hopefully the next few weeks should start to warm up. The light's going to be definitely a benefit to us. Let's see if we can just pan up a little bit there. Somewhere out there. There we go. Yeah, looks like the A380 into Manchester though. It's not as much as a close-up as Joel manages to catch on his streams, but you can see you've seen the A380 over East Midlands now as well. So the skies like this, it's not bad spotting at all. Like a bit of action on the DHL stand. Where are we? There we go. Yes, 767 in front of us there, just with its anti-collision beacons on. And Helen, thank you very much for that gifted memberships, most appreciated. Thank you very much for your support this evening. Minutes or so then before we see that Jet2 service and the DHL 777. Hopefully the sun sticks around for a little longer on the horizon there. They should make for some good shots arriving in this evening. Jet2 service just west of Market Harbour. That one passing through 13,500 feet now. And the DHL 777 is just overhead Chester, that one passing through 20,500 feet. So that Jet2 service will be the first one in this evening, that one routing towards the south of Leicester now. And the temperature definitely dropping away, just 7 degrees now at East Midlands. So a drop of 3 degrees within 30 minutes or so. Definitely in for a cold one this evening. So it's not too windy though. We should be able to keep relatively warm. The 767 not quite started up over there. Just the anti-collisions pinging away. So they may just be conducting some ground tests on the engine there. Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to be stood that close when it's starting up, that's for sure. Like he's quite a distance away from that one though. So the perspective, like he's just a little bit closer. Looks like he's well under the front landing gear there. There we go. So we've got access to everything. I can keep my hands warm and everything else warm as well. Good stuff. Everything's in the green and we should be good to go. So not too long before we see that Jet2 service in from Tenerife then, and the services behind that shouldn't be too far away either. The Ryanair service just passing west of Heathrow now, almost resting directly above Heathrow. That one should be with us in around 20 minutes. That one just passing through flight level 240 now, 24,000 feet. And the 777 making its way towards Stoke-on-Trent. That one should be with us in the next 15 minutes. But the Jet2 quickly approaching East Midlands this evening. So he's trying to keep a watch out for that one on the distance. Nothing quite there yet. Robert, good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us again this evening. Yeah, I think the A380 has only ever paid one visit to East Midlands many years ago on one of the original tour flights that it made before any of the infrastructure at the end of runway 27 was in place. Very much a different airport then. Must have been 10-15 years ago. That's the only time that it's ever made a visit to East Midlands. So we get a number of other larger cargo aircraft, the Antonovs. The 225 made quite a number of visits to East Midlands before it got destroyed. We still have the 124. That's not made a visit in quite a while. I think the start of last year may have been the last visit for that one. But East Midlands, with the length of runway that it has and the facilities for offloading and unloading cargo, one of the preferable airports for aircraft types of that size. Well, it's good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us. The Jet2 just coming into sight now. Just about away from the 767 there. Let's see if we can catch that one just above the airfield this evening. It should be out there in the distance somewhere. There we go. Try and track that one around this evening. This one currently at 3,600 feet. That one should start its turn onto the final approach any minute now. There you go, looks like that one has just started. Get a little bit lower on that one. There you go. So this one almost set up for its approach onto runway 09 this evening. Just making that last final turn there to the right. go, let's just pan a little bit further across. There you go, that one just about established on the approach path now. Currently at 2,600 feet, making its way quickly down towards runway 09 this evening. Registration on this one, Golf Delta Romeo Tango Lima. Airframe is 11 years of age. Flight time this evening, around 3 hours and 50 minutes. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to this one. That landing gear now down. 777 not too far behind this one either. The landing lights just becoming visible there. The 777 just a little way off in the distance. That one just about to make its way onto final approach as well. Just pan a little bit out there on this one. Should we catch its approach onto 09? Smooth touchdown from the Jet2 there. Just back onto that approach path now, see if we can see the DHL, that one just off in the distance there. Now just a couple of minutes out now. See if we can get it a little bit closer to that one as it makes its way towards us this evening. There we go. Should be able to watch that landing gear come down now. There you go, just dropping down and coming into its locked position. There you go, very good use of those emojis there, Leon. 777 cargo emojis. This one just passing through 2,000 feet now. Get a little bit of detail on this one once it lands in. Keep a focus on the approach for this one. The DHL 777 in from Cincinnati there. Flight time on that one this evening, 6 hours and 43 minutes. Registration on that one, Golf Delta Hotel Lima Whiskey. In particular, aircraft 14 years of age. Let's just have a look in the distance then at the Jet2. That one just pulling onto one of the forward stands over on the terminal there. There you go, just drop that frame rate down. So not quite in complete darkness yet. Next service in, the RVL. That one making a short stint up from Birmingham this evening. Looks like that one departed earlier from Birmingham. That one has been doing what looks like some possible LiDAR work down just north of Southampton over the New Forest there. That one making its way back into East Midlands. And good evening to everybody joining us on the chat. It's good to have you with us, and to everybody watching us as well, live from here at East Midlands Airport this evening. So the next aircraft in, the RVL. That one just on final approach now, passing through 1,700 feet. There's just being brought forward to the front door of that aircraft. Catch up with the RVL as it gets just a little bit closer. So not got quite the speed of the 777, so taking it a little bit longer to get closer towards us this evening. The 777 should just be passing by in the next minute or so, vacating runway 09, making its way back up on the taxiway. There you go. We'll just pan off the Jet2 just for the time being. We'll catch back up with that one in a minute. We'll catch the RVL as it makes its way down onto runway 09 this evening. The 777 just passing by there. Like this one making full use of the taxiway this evening. So they usually turn off to the left there. So this one making its way towards its stand. There you go, we'll catch back up with that one in just a short few minutes. It's like the next aircraft that Ryanair service in from Malaga now. That one on final approach. There we go. So as this one lands in, we'll catch back up with the DHL and the Jet2 as that disembarks. And the next aircraft following this one, the DHL service, in from JFK. The Ryanair service in from Malaga this evening, flight time on that one 2 hours and 27 minutes. Let's see if we can catch up on the Jet2 just before we watch the 767 in from JFK. There we go. Registration on the Ryanair, just arriving there. Echo India, Echo Foxtrot Charlie. Aircraft is 15 years of age. And as we said, flight time on that one this evening, 2 hours and 28 minutes now. 27, 28 minutes, around those times. The DHL 767 just approaching the East Midlands. That one is just on the final approach there. We'll catch back up with that one in a minute. And then approaching from the south, the Jet2 service in from Fuerteventura. So that sun setting in the distance again, making for very much a perfect spotting opportunity this evening. So we've been very fortunate the past couple of weeks to manage to catch the sun setting in the distance. It's been cold, but it's been worth getting that footage. If you have a look back, you'll see the 10747 departing out on runway 27 into the sunset last week. That should be on the channel somewhere. So let's leave that Jet2 just for the time being while we catch this 767 on final approach into East Midlands now. We'll catch back up with that, the Ryanair and the DHL service in from Cincinnati. So we watch this one arrive with us this evening. Oops. There we go. a very loud rumble from the reverse thrusters on at 767 there. Let's catch back up with the Jet2 in the foreground. Definitely making some noise this evening. Thanks again for everybody joining us this evening at East Midlands. Hope you'll agree that sunset making it quite something this evening. I say very special to be in the presence of the sun as it is, and on 09 ops as well to catch all the arrivals in. So the RVL in from the Isle of Man, just our final approach now. The Jet2 just on approach from the south. Spin around and see if we can watch that RVL in. Looks like the Jet2 is disembarked there. Let's pan around onto that final approach then. That RVL just in sight, a little distance away from us. Registration on this one, Golf Romeo Vauxhall Lima Yankee. The Jet2 just in the distance there. There you go, the DHL 767 making its way towards the DHL apron this evening. Yeah, this one the arrival from JFK. Registration on this one, Golf Delta Hotel Lima Mike. Flight time 6 hours and 8 minutes this evening. Frame age is 30 years. See if we can get a close-up of that flight deck this evening. Sounds like that one already shutting down one of its engines. And the Jet2 service here from Futurventura on final approach as well. There you go, that one coming to a stop arm it's down there, and just taxiing behind that, the RVL there. That one going, making its way to its usual spot. But let's just leave these two aircraft for the time being, catch this last approach for a little while, probably the last one in this sunset anyway. Jet2 service there. Passing through 1,000 feet now. That one from Futurventura this evening. Get a little bit of detail on this aircraft once it lands in. But for now, we'll just enjoy the last of that sunset and watch this one land onto runway 09 here at East Midlands Airport this evening. We'll catch back up with that one in a minute, see where it arrives on stand this evening. The 767 from us in from JFK. Looks like everybody is moving into place on this one now. If we look a little bit further up on the DHL ramp, there we go, the arriving 777 in from Cincinnati this evening. The upper cargo door on that one now open. Let's see if we can get a close-up shot of that one. There we go. So next arrival, 777 in from Leipzig this evening. That one just west of Bedford now, around 15 minutes away from us. Say the sun just disappearing off into the distance there. Hopefully this one makes it in just before that completely disappears this evening. So from current position, the right hand is very much a multicoloured sky this evening, very orange and blue hues across on the horizon there, and to the left of us, very much a dark evening sky. So that darkness is almost upon us completely now. And good evening to everybody who's joining us from East Midlands this evening. It's good to have you with us, and thank you very much to everybody joining us in the chat as well. It's good to see you all again. Good to see so many returning subscribers and all you members of the channel as well. So thank you very much for being with us again this evening. Right, well, that 777 is being offloaded there. I think I'm going to take the opportunity, get a quick drink. So nice and warm, but my hands are a little bit cold. That's better. And keep an eye on the Jet2, the one that just arrived here from Future Insure as well. Let's got it on the taxiway, about to turn onto the apron. See if we can catch any close-up of that one disembarking this evening. Just depends on whereabouts it ends up on stand. So it was a little bit sparse over there earlier, but it's filled up quite a bit since. Just spin around and catch that Jet2 as it comes onto the apron now. So I'll get back over to the cargo aircraft in just a couple of minutes. Oh, a little bit too far there. There we go. Jet2 just in the distance. So the parking brakes are applied on that one now. Pulling on to stand just a little away from the main terminal area there. Stick with this one just for a minute or so. See if we can see any action from the vicinity of the aircraft this evening. So the ground ops teams just putting the shocks in the wheels there. Temperature definitely dropping off now. Let's have a look what we're at this evening. If you can find it. There we go. There we go. Just a little over 6 degrees at the minute. So hopefully we don't drop too further. It's not as bad as it has been here at the at the airport. Fingers crossed it should get a little bit warmer for the rest of this week. Thursday's looking quite positive at the minute. So look where we're at. Thursday high of 16. It's like we're going to be in some cloud though during the stream. Let's have a look at that wind direction. Looks variable for the time being. We'll see if that settles down over the next day or so, but hopefully it should be on 09 ups again, looking at the current predicted or forecasted direction of that wind, should I say. And then into the weekend, like a few showers on and off early in the morning. For the rest of the day, looks pretty much settled. So if you're interested in the park, they are open this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Opening at 10 AM and final admission is 2 PM and the final closing time is 3 PM. There is a link to the Aeropark website in our description below if you want to check that out and take a look at what's on offer here in terms of the aircraft they have on static display and the locations for spotting as well. Check their website out and have a look on their social media pages as well. I say the volunteers down here do a really good job at maintaining these aircraft and keeping the Aeropark in a very good condition. So if you can, definitely make the trip out to support them. If you want to offer more to the Aeropark, they also have volunteering opportunities available. Not defined on the type of positions they have available, but it's probably best you come down and just have a chat with them, see what they can or what you can support them on. I'm sure they'll be only too happy to have the discussion with you on that. But if you want any more information and any contact details for the Aeropark, there is a link to the Aeropark website in our stream description below, so definitely check them out. So the 777 just coming into view a little south of the airport. So clear enough tonight that we can track most of the aircraft movements in. And the sun just about to disappear below the horizon there as well. So hopefully this 777 makes it in just in time to catch the last of that sun. Ground crew in front of us on that Jet2, busy unloading all the baggage from there, and the passengers just disembarking by the forward and rear stairs as well. Finish the last of that drink, and we'll get set up for watching the 777 make its final approach onto runway 09 this evening. So I hope you've all enjoyed it so far this evening. As usual on a Tuesday, just a little lull in traffic towards the start of the stream, but just to give everybody the opportunity to get involved in the chat and of course to see any unusual or anomalies in the flight schedule this afternoon. So the Vulcan Air that we saw over depart out about an hour ago, an hour and 25 minutes ago now. That one just orbiting over Derby now. That one been on quite a trip up the M1. It's like that's been orbiting just north of Mansfield around Shirebrook. That one just probably coming to the end of its operation this evening. So that one is just over Derby at the minute. With the 777 making its way towards Ashby de la Zouch now. That one should be making its right turn onto final approach in just a couple of minutes. That one currently passing through 3,800 feet. Registration on this one, Golf Delta Hotel Mike Charlie, and the airframe is 15 years of age. Just a short flight across from Leipzig this evening, around an hour and 20 minutes by the time it touches down. So it looks like most of those passengers finished disembarking now. So they like the special assistance vehicle just to the forward of that aircraft now. Let's take a quick look across the DHL ramp on the progress of the offloading this evening. Apologies for the blurriness there. There you go, 767 well underway now. Crews getting to work on that one, so they're just about to do a little work on the engine there. So they periodically need to top those fluid levels up. Especially on the flight it's just made over this evening. See if we can find the 777 a little bit further down. There we go, that one still in the process of being unloaded there. Probably will be for a little while soon. And that 777 just on the approach path. Let's see if we can catch this. So I think we've got the Vulcanet just making a short final as well. There we go, both aircraft on approach this evening. The Vulcanet just sneaking in front of that 777. So otherwise they have quite a wait until that wake turbulence clears before it can make an approach onto 09. There we go, short stint out for that one this evening, around an hour and 30 minutes endurance on that one. Next aircraft though, on final approach, is that 777 in from Leipzig. Just catching the last of that sun before it completely disappears. What's almost a violet sky there in front of us. And good to see everybody joining us in the chat. It's good to have you with us this evening. And there we go, the 777 in from Leipzig this evening. Flight time on that one, 1 hour and 27 minutes. Catch back up with that one as it makes its way towards us. That one just about to vacate runway 27. Sorry, runway 09. At the end of runway 27. It'll make its way back up to us in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, let's make sure everything is nice and covered up. Keep it warm for the next while. That should do us. Quick battery check, make sure everything's in the green. Yeah, looks like we're alright. So it looks like the next inbound is the Jet2 service in from Lanzarote. That one around 20 minutes away from us now. Just west of Watford. Making its way towards East Midlands and just about to leave the coast of France. The Jet2 service in from Tenerife, that one around 40 minutes away from us now. Looking to the west, the UPS 767 about to leave the coast of Northern Ireland. That one just passing over the coast there into the Irish Sea. That one is going to skirt the Isle of Man and looks like that's going to route down towards Liverpool, over towards Leek and Uttoxeter before making an approach onto runway 09. And then with the temperature dropping as it is doing, I think we'll probably make the UPS the last inbound this evening. So we'll probably run until around 8 PM. So the next aircraft inbound after that is the DHL 757. That one in from Reykjavik this evening. That's still an hour and 50 minutes away from us. So stick around, we'll catch these last Jet2 aircraft in this evening. The last arrivals in from Lanzarote and Tenerife. And we'll catch the 767 on final approach as well. That one making its way in from Philadelphia this evening. And I think we will go and get in the warm. So without that cloud cover above us this evening, the temperature is going to drop very rapidly from this point onwards, so we should have a bit of frost on the ground as well in the morning. Let's leave the 777 there. And just quickly pan around. Catch this 777 in front of us. A little bit dark over there. See if we can just increase that ever so slightly. Notch it down one. Bit of a squeal on the brakes over there. Yeah, good evening to you, everybody joining us in the chat as well. From East Midlands, Jill, good evening to you. Platinum Row, mix of cameras we use. Sony setup we're currently on, but mixed between that and a Panasonic as well. And yes, mobile data we use for all of our streams. Groove again, good evening to you. Good to see you again. Captain Dave, good evening to you as well. Ground crew just moving in on the 777 there, that one shut down now. Jet2 service from Lanzarote, just south of Leicester. That one around 10 minutes away from us now. Kieran, we'll be finishing on the arrival of the UPS 767 this evening. That one around 25 minutes away from us now. So we should be finishing just after 8 PM this evening. It's getting a little bit cold for us at the minute. So the arrivals after the UPS dwindling a little bit as well. But we've got the Jet2 inbound from Lanzarote, that should be with us in around 10 minutes. Following that, the UPS 767 in from Philadelphia and the Jet2 service in from Tenerife. So probably finishing in the next 30 minutes or so this evening. The landing gear, they're getting a quick inspection. Right, we're waiting for the Jet2 to make an appearance. I'm going to grab one last quick drink. Keep me warm for the last stint of the stream. So we are very much in darkness now. The sun well and truly set off in the distance there. So the Jet2 just getting a visual on that one south of the airfield, just a little bit out of sight. Let's pick that one up. That one rapidly making its way towards us now. Just 5 minutes or so until we see that one on its final approach. The EPS 767 making its way towards the coast of North Wales now. That one around 25 minutes out, and the Jet2 service here from Tenerife just passing over the coast there, the south coast just north of Chichester. That one is going to be routing up looks like just west of Heathrow, in the direction of Heathrow, and making its way up the country towards East Midlands. So around 25 minutes before we see both of those aircraft in this evening. So if you did miss our streams last week, we're out on Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday being the more active days in terms of streaming, capturing 4 of those 747s on the ground at once here at East Midlands, 3 of the Ryanair and the National 747 as well. Starting the stream just a little early to catch the arrivals and departures of those 747s, but very fortunate indeed to have all of those aircraft on the ground at the same time. The Ryanair which was in front of us, Golf Oscar November Echo, I think is registration on that one. That one departed out this weekend for its engine replacement. That one being ferried out just on 3 engines. The forward fan blade assembly on that being removed, just to allow for a bit of efficiency in terms of aerodynamics on that. It looks like that one did have the nose cone replaced on the engine before departing out. As I say, those fan blades just being removed to allow that air to pass a little more freely through that engine assembly. But hopefully that one should be back in full action in the near future. It's been on the ground at East Midlands for about 3 or 4 weeks now. That one arriving just before we started one of our previous streams, declaring an emergency as it departed out of Cardiff, diverting straight into East Midlands, its home base. I think they've in fact trying to find a replacement engine for that one of the same spec and calibre. It seemed to be a little bit problematic to get hold of. But looks like they may have rectified the issue now. So that has gone off, or departed out the weekend. So with a bit of luck, that one should be back in service, hopefully very soon. So I'm not too sure if that was the same 747 that had a similar engine issue at the start of last year as well, and now that one was parked up for a few weeks here at East Midlands. But yeah, very unfortunate situation for that one, but hopefully remedied pretty quickly. So it looks like we've got the Ryanair 747 starting up, and we were expecting this one out around this time. So it looks like this one has managed to stay on schedule. So the Ryanairs over the past few weeks have been a bit hit and miss, but with a bit of luck we should hopefully see this one depart out in front of us this evening. Should be making its way up to 09, so we'll try and stick around for this one as well. It can be a little bit delayed, but it looks like this one is active and has pushed, so we'll stick around for this one. The Jet2 just turning on to final approach now. That one a little bit of an extended approach this evening, just turning over Burton on Trent. That one just a couple of minutes out now. Registration on the arriving Jet2 aircraft, Golf Delta Romeo Tango Kilo. Airframe age is 11 years old, and flight time this evening just over 3.5 hours. So the 777 with its upper cargo door open there, ready for all that cargo to be offloaded this evening. The 737, Jet2 737 on final approach, that one again arriving in from Lanzarote this evening. I think can just hear those engines of the 747 starting up in the distance as well, so that should be well on track for making its way towards us before the end of tonight's stream. So this one did arrive in just before we started this evening at about quarter to 5. You managed to catch this one on the approach as well, so I'll try and get a little clip of that uploaded as well. But a very busy day for this particular airframe. So that one making its way from Tsingtao to Astana, and then Astana over to Liège, and then from there to East Midlands. This one back out to Tsingtao again this evening. So it's fourth flight of the day. So with that Jet2 just about upon us, we'll leave the 777, pan around and catch this one on final approach this evening. There you go, this one just passing through 1,200 feet now. So it's been a great evening indeed, with the sun setting as it has been, and the relative peace as well in the area tonight. A great atmosphere around the airport. Jet2 737 in from Lanzarote there. We'll catch back up with that one in a minute. So hopefully that one makes its way towards us. So we'll try and stick around for that one. They can take just a little while to get everything started up down there, make their final checks. In the meantime, let's catch up with the 777 in front of us. Had that one just in the process of being refueled now. If I can get my... there we go. That Jet2 just vacating, so we will catch back up with that one in a minute. The EPS 767 making its way towards East Midlands now. That one just passing south of Newcastle under Lyme. And that one passing through 12,000 feet. That one should be with us in the next 10 minutes or so. Registration of the One Air 747 out this evening. Golf Oscar November Echo Foxtrot. The age on that one is 21 years old. If you want to see this one arrive in, we did manage to catch this one on Thursday's stream as well. That one arriving just a few minutes before the National 747 departed out. The one arriving onto runway 27, and given the variability in the wind, I think the air traffic control allowed the pilots to make the departure out of East Midlands at their own discretion. So I made a quick hop across from the DHL ramp onto 09 and departed straight out, which was great for us. It's fantastic to see that one. If you do want to go and have a look back at that departing out, there is a separate short clip of that one. There should be in the video section of our channel. The One Air on the move now. Zips up to keep warm. That UPS 767 is still quite a distance out, just about visible on the horizon there. Next aircraft to pass in front of us though is that One Air 747. Let's see if we can pass around and catch that one. There we go. So we'll see which aircraft either departs or arrives first. with that one. And there we go, the Ryanair 747 departing out this evening. So I'll try and catch up with that one, depending on what routing it takes out of East Midlands. Yeah, maybe able to catch that one in the distance. I'll keep an eye on that one though. The 767 in from Philadelphia. On final approach now, and that aircraft will be the final aircraft on this evening's stream. It's been great to have everybody with us from within the Aeropark this evening, so thank you very much for joining us indeed, and to all those returning subscribers, and especially to all those members, new and current as well. It's been great to see you all again on the chat this evening, and everybody watching as well, thank you very much for joining us this evening. So we should be out again on Thursday evening, starting around 5:30, and streaming till around 8 p.m, 8:30 p.m, depending on the volume of traffic on Thursday evening. Hopefully the weather should be pretty much the same as it has been this evening. Fingers crossed, a little bit warmer as well. How about this last aircraft on final approach then? The UPS 767 making its way in from Philadelphia. Flight time on that one this evening, 6 hours and 10 minutes by the time it arrives with us. That cold get into it now. FRM 12 years of age. Registration on this one, November 354 Uniform Papa. as this one makes its way in, should just be able to catch one final glimpse of that 747 as it departs southwards this evening. There we go, the UPS 767 in from Philadelphia this evening. Let's just see if we can in the distance. There it is. Just about make out that characteristic yellow on the stabiliser there, the 747 as it departs out this evening. That one there, quite a long flight in front of it this evening. So look what endurance that has on it. About 11.5 hours flight time this evening. So still some distance to go. But that's us for this evening. I think we're going to go and get in the warm now. Get everything packed up and make a hasty exit and get my hands warmed up. So it turned quite chilly now. So look what that final temperature is this evening. Just above 2 degrees at the minute, so quite cold. But thank you again to everybody that's joined us this evening from East Midlands Airport. As I say, we are in the grounds of the Aeropark this evening, and if you want any details of the Aeropark, its opening times, admissions and the aircraft on static display here, as well as all the other facilities they have and any opportunities for volunteering, have a look at the website and get in contact with the volunteers down here. But for the time being, I've been Tom. Thank you to all of our returning subscribers and members. Any new subscribers, you're very welcome this evening, and to any viewers as well just dropping by, thank you very much for stopping by, watching the stream and supporting the channel. And a special thank you to those who have donated this evening through the gifted membership option. It's very much appreciated, and you are continuing to help the channel no end, so thank you very much again for that. But for the time being, thank you very much. I've been Tom. This has been Live Flight Action at East Midlands Airport from within the grounds of the Aeropark, and we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you very much, everybody.